Hi, my name is Vicky Chavez and this is my educational journey at APU. Never did I imagine that 6 courses would prepare me for my future career. Follow me as I take you along. In 2012, I graduated from APU with my BA in Human Development with a minor in English. I was on my way towards my next big step in life, which was earning my master's and credential in digital teaching and learning mild to moderate special education. I was on my way. So, the first course that I took was EDUC 511 with Dr. Kordov, and boy did I have a great time taking this course. During this first course, I learned how to use technology effectively inside of the classroom so that all students can get the best and receive the most with technology tools. It was great to know how to tie in technology with everyday teaching and learning for students to be engaged and learn so much more with multiple intelligences. During this course, I learned about cyber safety. I learned about the importance of addressing this to all students since they will be using technology inside and outside of the classroom. Students need to respect the internet as well as other sites that they may be on. Allowing children to use technology in the classroom can be utilized to engage students in a fun lesson plan as long as they are able to respect technology and technology applications. The fall of 2012, I took EDUC 512 and I had such a blast learning about the iPad and how to incorporate the iPad with students inside of the classroom. Reviewing the basic applications that the iPad offers, I was able to explore so much while using the iPad, and so now I'm able to help my students navigate their way using the iPad. While using numbers on the iPad, I was able to make graphs of my own. Another great application that I used on the iPad was Pages. Here I was able to make a small poster demonstrating an announcement for students. The following course I took was EDUC 514 with Bill Selick, and I learned about the basics in video production composition. I learned about the rules of composition and the 9 shots that are possible when taking photography. I also learned about natural versus artificial lighting. I was also given the opportunity to be creative and open up my own YouTube channel that's educational for my students to use. Here I demonstrated some of my work. With Dr. Lee, I took EDUC 515 and I explored even more. I was able to open up my first Google blog site. Learning about blogs and how students can record their progress for certain assignments or refer to a blog for information was something great. I learned so much and I was given the opportunity to open up my first Google blog and write about my progress of running, but also follow other blogs on this similar topic. I learned so much. I was also able to design my classroom website. Here I'm able to have my students refer to this website for resources or to stay up to date on classroom assignments and projects that are due. My last and final course was EDUC 526 with Dr. Kordov. I was able to review all courses I've taken throughout the program and tie in everything and summarize. One assignment that was completed was my unit plan. I was able to expand even further and I was able to provide details that a teacher would need. I was able to think about how I would differentiate the assignment, what teacher preparation would be needed, and what type of learning environment there was. By adding in these last details for each day of the lesson plan, I can now say that my lesson plan is fully complete. Any teacher would be able to read my lesson plan and deliver the activities for students completely and well instructed. One assignment that I truly enjoyed was the growth assessment. I was able to realize how much I have grown personally how much professional development I have completed, and how much technical goals I have demonstrated and acquired. I feel that all these components have been put together and I am now well prepared to start my future career. The final assignment for this course was the action research plan. I set myself up for a goal and I was determined to succeed. Here, I will now explain my plan. My goal was to get back into walking, or rather get 10,000 steps per day. Before, a year ago, I was running so much and did several 5Ks. I was in the best health of my life and probably the most active. But that soon changed once I started traveling. I decided to start traveling, and so I put off all other things such as walking. I was so busy traveling that I was less active and eventually led to bad choices. I was enjoying myself but then found myself making unhealthy choices such as eating everywhere we went and just indulging in tasting the new foods. I realized that this would soon have to stop because I found myself gaining weight and feeling completely lazy at all times. To get back on track of reaching 10,000 steps per day, whether it be walking or running, I knew I had to do some research. So it was advised that I make a calendar. I made a calendar to specifically plan out my week on what days I would exercise. One tool I used was the Fitbit. This helped me keep track of how many steps I would take when I would go for walks before I started work, during my break, and once I got home. This was a huge motivation as to seeing visually how many steps I had accomplished throughout the day. Throughout my plan, there were some hard times. There were some birthday parties or other times when I preferred to stay with family and socialize with them instead of walking. This was a challenge. As I have come to the end of my action research plan, I know that I did not meet my daily goal of 10,000 steps per day, but I have definitely become motivated to get back on track. I have now made healthier choices on the foods that I choose to eat, and I try to stay as active as possible, even though it's not walking or running, but it could still be bike riding and other forms of exercising. As I have come now to the end of this course, I know that I am well prepared and ready for the next thing. I'm motivated and I am looking forward to all the new possibilities that are headed my way.